Hey there guys, and welcome to month 2 of my monthly book club. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book The Power of Now by Eckart Tolle. And guys, I just have to say that this book has probably been one of my most favorite books I've read in a really long time, and it just really brought a lot of awareness to what the power of now actually means. It's interesting to think about this in like a deeper way, because I think now with social media we throw a lot of terms around, and a term that I hear a lot and I thought I understood was live in the present, live in the now, understand the now, love the now, because the journey is better than the outcome, blah blah blah. You know, I thought I actually knew what that meant. The last few months I've really been on a spiritual journey, and I decided to make a book club, one, to provide knowledge and help other people that are feeling the same way as me, and then also gain knowledge, like gain as much knowledge as I can possible and learn, be able to take the teachings that I learn and teach them to other people in my coaching and in my life. With The Power of Now, I put it on my book list, and it's kind of cool that it came into my life when it did. I've been hearing about it for so long from people to listen to, and I decided to finally jump in. So with all that being said, I do have to say that there's a bunch of really great points. Really, reading yourself is going to be the most important, because the way he uses his language is very interesting. So there's no character or anything. He's pretty much just talking about what the power of now is, and the difference between like conscious and unconscious, what being is, and he uses a lot of time to reflect on questions and answer the questions to help you better understand it. So it's a very abstract thinking process, but through chapter after chapter and conversation after conversation that he does, you start to learn just a little bit more. I did want to talk about like a few of the lessons that are super important. So 3 of the main lessons. The first one being is understanding that life is just a series of present moments. And that means that there really isn't a past and there really isn't a future. There's just now, what you're doing in the now, and what you can control now. Teaches you that you have to understand that you have to take ownership of everything that you're doing at the moment. You also have to understand that things are going to work out for you, because there aren't any questions. If you understand that the now is always going to bring you into the direction that is good and that is for you, and that the now is built to serve you, and that's not in the past or the present. So because there are no questions about the now is where you're supposed to be. So if you can fully like understand that concept and kind of start living by it, it makes things a lot more simple. And you know, off topic real quick about me is I have a lot of stress with knowing that I'm under time. Like, you know, how much time do I have in a day, in a week, in a month? Like, am I gonna get stuff done? And then I get crippled in the time. But to actually put this into practice and be able to focus on the now moment, not about what I'm doing later. Yeah, I have a to-do list, but I'm not focusing on like, oh God, am I gonna get that done by 4? Oh man, now I only have 3 hours, now I only have 2 hours, now I only have 1 hour. And instead I'm like, wow, it's only 1. I have 3 hours now, I can finish all my videos, because right now I'm just doing my stuff. It's been such a transformative process for me, and like something I just thought I knew and understood, but I truly didn't. And it's really, really cool to me, because I know that I'm just going to keep getting better at this. And this book really opened my eyes. And I know I'm not alone with this, because many people that I've talked to have recommended this book and also told me how much it's changed their life and their perspective. Another interesting thing they talk about is pain and the pain body. And it states that pain is nothing else than a result of resistance to the things that you cannot control and change in your life. It's pretty much telling you that you control your pain, you control your state of being, you control the emotions that you're letting take over you. When you can fully understand the concept that there's a thought and you, then things start to really make sense. What I mean by that is you as a person are not your thoughts. And your thoughts are going to come in all the time. They're going to be talking to you. It's the voice in your head. So imagine it's you versus the voice in your head. There's two different entities, essentially. And the voice in your head is the one that has fear and doubt, insecurity, happiness. It's the ones that has all these emotions and all these beliefs and limiting walls and factors. And then you have you, who's just this observer. So you are the observer of this voice. And it's you who allows this voice to tell it what to do, or it's you to just listen to the voice and say, that's great, I feel that, I understand that, but now I allow you to just pass on, and I'm not going to let that control me. So essentially what you resist persists. That just means if there's a problem or a pain body in your mind, and you keep thinking about it and dwelling on it and trying to control it and make it not happen, then it's just going to keep persisting because it's just always in your mind. You're not allowing yourself to accept it, and you're not allowing yourself to let it go. And that's going to cause you pain. If something happened to you in the past, let's say a death, there's nothing you could change about that, right? It's happened. It's part of life. And once you can accept that something happened and it is what it is, and it is in the past, and it's not your current now, it's not your current future. What's important is how you can watch the thought, observe it, and then overcome it. So that pretty much covers the third point, which was you can free yourself from the pain by constantly observing your mind and not judging your thoughts. So once again, you're not judging what you're thinking, you're just observing. So there is a difference, and being able to understand that is extremely difficult. For people who maybe don't understand this concept or rarely get in this state, you just have to think of it as that. Have you ever just felt that peace where there's no thoughts, you're just kind of there, maybe you're in nature and you just get that overwhelming, like everything's so beautiful and bright and happy, and you're just there and you're just in the moment and you feel it for a brief second, and you're just like, wow, that was the fleeting 3 seconds of my life, but that was amazing. Well, it doesn't have to be fleeting. Like, this is how you can live your life every single day, all day long, feeling that immense joy and happiness and peacefulness in your body. And it takes time, and it's a skill that you have to practice, but knowing what I know now and being able to practice it just gives me all the motivation to get really good at it, because it's just such a great feeling. Overall, I would say everyone has to read this book, and I did want to leave with a passage really quick. It says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. And I truly believe that if you can do this and you could find a way, then your life is going to change. Problems that you have right now aren't going to be problems anymore. You're going to be able to walk into a situation and not respond with a negative emotion or a feeling or a thought. You get cut off in a line and whatever. Let's say you are in line and you get cut off and you say whatever, and then next thing you know, you're just thinking about how grateful you are just to even be in the now and how beautiful the person next to you is, and you just start looking at life in a lot different of a way instead of all the negative thoughts and emotions and pain bodies that are taking over. Definitely a 10 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed reading this book. I'm also super excited for next week. So if you guys are not on board with the book club yet and you really want to get into it, the book club's super simple. Join my Facebook group, ElevateU, Seek Your Truth, where we do weekly book club reviews. So we'll go over the chapters that are set for the week, and then we just talk, have fun. So it's a really important thing to do. And so next week's book, well, I guess month 3, so the month of March is going to be The One Thing by Gary Keller. Just so you guys know, this is going to be a whole entire 2020 thing. My goal is to read 12 books and to do 12 book club discussions and 12 book club videos. So if you find this anytime this year and you want to be a part of this group, please reach out, let me know, and I would love to add you to the group. With all that, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening, and I hope that you really got some knowledge from this. And if it doesn't make sense, please reach out and ask me any questions and buy the book, because It is awesome. You can get it off Amazon or anything. I think I got it for $10. I'm pretty sure there's a free audio book on YouTube. So if you guys are audio listeners, there you are. There's no excuses, and just open your mind and seek your truth, guys. See you next time.